Hello, Linda. Hi,
Hi.
Gintana. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Nadia.
Good afternoon,
Bianca.
everyone.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Um, I just noticed that one of the things that my staff and I had talked about in the staff meeting was that we were opening up another level of the Magdalene membership, which instead of 26 a month, it's 44 a month with a minimum of 6 months. And with that, you get a signed copy of my book and you get a session with Mary Magdalene. And someone just signed up for that. So I was thrilled. I talk about these things, and then when they actually get implemented, I'm always so excited. So, yay, yay, team.
That is way cool.
Isn't that adorable?
Yes, it is. Awesome. I'm going to
So,
sign
should
up.
we, aw. Well, let's make sure that we then cancel your other one because I know you're signed up for the other one. But yeah, so this precious book, Magdalene, will be signed by me with her love included, and will be shipped off to you. And we're just having so much fun with the membership. We go through and we do a reading of um, the lesson for whatever day of the month that is. And then we do channeling, and she comes forth with her wisdom. She answers questions, and then she takes us on a guided meditation. So, all that's really beautiful. Hi, Elena. Welcome, my love. Hi, Eva. Welcome, everybody. All right. So, this is Clearing the Clairs, and Clearing the Clairs it's just so much fun. So, each of us were given, we're spiritual beings having a physical experience, right? So, when we came to Earth, God was like, all right, I've set Lucifer up to give you a really hard time, but here I'm going to give you some tools to your advantage. And the tools that we have to our advantage are clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, and a few others. And I focus on those four because what it does is it's seeing what's a gift from spirit that's not something that you see physically with your eyes, hearing messages from spirit that's not anything that you're hearing auditorily. Some people hear outside, but mostly these are messages that are inside. Then it is claircognizance, which is when you just get a download from spirit directly. And then there's also clairsentience, which is where you can feel spirit. So you might feel when the room gets cold, you might get the goosebumps, you might actually feel them brush you. Anybody ever have that thing where spirit comes in and brushes you? Um, Poltergeist activity, stuff like that. So I have created a technique that I call clearing the clairs. And what we're going to do is I'm going to ask each of you to please get a pen and paper. Chintana, is that South Park? Are those the South Park guys on your t-shirt? It looks like South Park to me. Oh no, it's just people. Okay. All right. I was very excited. I was like, oh my God, she's got South Park on her shirt. So everybody get a pen and paper where you can write, and this is what I'm gonna have you write. You're gonna write CA for clairaudience. Clairaudience is your ability to receive messages from spirit auditorily. Clairaudience. CV is clairvoyance, and that is your ability to receive messages from spirit that are visual. So, after my gifts opened up, I reached out to my sister and I'm like, oh my God, this crazy thing is happening. And she sends her best friend, Jill. Jill's like, I want to know if you can contact my dad. Her dad comes in, says, I love you, take care of your mom. And then he starts showing me pictures of images of giraffes. And I'm like, giraffes? I go, Jill, your dad's showing me giraffes. She goes, giraffes? There weren't any giraffes. What are you talking about? There weren't any giraffes. I'm like, okay. So she goes to my sister and she goes, yeah, your sister's crap. She's, showing me giraffes. I'm like, thanks for the feedback. And then she goes to her mom and she's like, supposedly Lynn's sister talks to people who've crossed over, and I asked her to talk to Daddy, and Daddy was showing her giraffes, to which her mother said, yeah, that's because your father and I have a collection of over 50 giraffes. And then that comes back to me, and I'm like, all right, there's something here. So they show you things, and they're using it as evidence to let you know that it's them. Like they'll show you off the wall stuff that only the person would know to prove that it's really them. So that's clairvoyance. Clairsentience is where you can feel them, and they're, not physically tangible in the room, unless you're got the kind of clairvoyance where you can see them and they touch you. Then there's claircognizance. The claircognizance is when the information just comes and it downloads, and you're like, wow, you know, it's kind of like when Neo was in the Matrix and he looks over and he goes, I know Kung Fu because they put the little chip in. But it's just where information comes in. And I've had, countless times where the information just comes in and you just know stuff. So we're going to measure those. And I'm going to give you a scale. I'm going to say from 0 to 1,000. And if you hit 1,000, know that your number is just higher. So just go with 1,000 for now. And you just want to take the first answer that comes to you and listen to me, motherfuckers. You're going to want to change it. You're going to want to go to, no, that's too high. No, that's too low. No. Stop. Just write down the very first thing you hear. Hi, Karina. Welcome. Karina walks in as I'm calling everyone motherfuckers, right? But just write down the first number you hear, and please don't try to change it. Please don't, anything with it. Hi, Karina. Just let it be what it is. Just write the number down and just go with it. Okay. So CA for clairaudience, CV for clairvoyance, CS for clairsentience, CC for claircognizance. Okay. I know it's a fabulous intro. Welcome to my world. And don't forget to come to my podcast, Jesus Christ, not another fucking podcast, because that's in there too. The other day, I'm like, I had this healing, and I think that I've given up my cursing, and then I was like, yeah, not so much. Like you can change things, but you don't get to change the spots on the dog, as they say. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna measure those, and just be real. Don't try to change it. Just let it be what it is. Don't argue with it. Don't fight. Don't think it's too high. Don't think it's too low. Just write the number down. Everybody promise? Please raise your hand if you promise. Okay, good. Priyanka, I want you to measure your numbers too. It's been a minute. Okay. All right. Thank you, Karina. I like how they do that. It goes. Very cute. Have you seen this thing? Like you do this and then the little heart shows up, or somebody did this and all of a sudden they had thumbs up, and somebody did something else. There was like a celebration of the balloons. Very cute. All the little things they do to entertain us. Okay. And then Priyanka's going to choose one of you, and we're going to go through the clearing the clair process of clearing whatever is your lowest clair. Now, here's what happens. If your clairvoyance is closed down because you had an incarnation where, you were put to death and they gouged your eyes out, and you're like, I'll never use that skill again because you saw things and people were terrified by what you saw. It may be that your other skills are working harder to make up for the fact that you can't see. Make sense? So when we go through this and when we do the healing, sometimes what will happen is numbers may lower while the other one comes up, or you go in and you work on the third eye. And so crown is where you work on. Crown is where Danielle just messaged me saying incredible. She just saw Melanie's post. Danielle. How sweet is that? I introduced Priyanka to one of my girlfriends who's like, I need a good virtual assistant. I will never recommend Priyanka to anybody else because Danielle has tried to steal Priyanka away. I'm not letting that happen, but I'm just saying, when you find a good virtual assistant, don't ever extend them to anybody else. Don't be that generous. It's a bad idea. It doesn't go well. Anyway, Priyanka has been with me for 4 years. I think our anniversary is the 18th. Is it the 18th or 22nd or something like that? I think it's the 18th. We have a 4-year anniversary where I found her online. She is mine and I'm keeping her. So Priyanka, who's very psychic, whether she wants to believe it or not, is going to be choosing one of you, and we're going to go through the process of clearing the energy. So if you have a blockage with your claircognizance, we're going to go into the crown. We're going to work on the crown. If you have a blockage with your third eye, that's where your clairvoyance and clairaudience are. Claircognizance, clairaudience, clairvoyance, between the middle of the forehead chakra and the ajna, third eye chakra. And then if you have problems with feeling, we're going to go in and do the work on the heart. And then the numbers move and the numbers change, and we're going to measure the numbers again. So feel free to do this at home while I take, whoever is supposed to go through with me. Did we just lose Priyanka? We just lost Priyanka. All right, she'll come back. In the meantime, let's measure the clairs. Oh, she's back. Okay, good. It's good because she's co-host. All right. Priyanka, you back? Priyanka, you back? Priyanka, can you hear me? You can't hear me. Can you hear me? I'm talking to you. Priyanka? Priyanka. She doesn't know I'm talking to her. Wait. Priya? I'm not allowed to call her Priya because Priya is a jar of pickles and she hates that. I used to love to call her here, Pickles. She's my little jar of pickles. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, I need her for this part because can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me. Okay. Right. I can't, for some reason, I can't
I
hear
lost
you.
my connection in the middle, sorry. So now I can.
All right, groovy. Okay. So we're going to measure the clairs and then Spirit will tell her who's supposed to do this work with me and then we'll go in and do it. Okay. So everybody get your pens ready and please close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. Okay, good. Take a beautiful inhale in through the nose and a nice relaxing exhale through the mouth. And just allow yourself to become present to where you are in time and space. We're going to start to shift you out of beta, active mind consciousness towards alpha. Take another beautiful, longer, slower, richer inhale in through the nose. And as you exhale and release, I want you to start to drift your consciousness down towards the heart. Just notice your forehead bending forward as you start to drift down. Take another longer, slower, richer, deeper inhale in. And then exhale and release and drift down even more deeply towards the heart, letting yourself start to shift your frequencies, start to come inward. One more beautiful, long, slow, relaxing inhale in through the nose. Let it circulate through the body. Letting God's breath breathe you, and then exhale and release through the mouth. First question. On a scale of 0 to 1,000, at what level is your clairaudience? Your ability to hear messages from Spirit. Thank you. Just write the number down, let it go. Take another inhale in. Second question. On a scale of 0 to 1,000, at what level is your clairvoyance? Your ability to receive and see messages from Spirit. Just write the number down. Do not mess with it. Just write it down. Doesn't mean anything. It's just a number. Third question. On a scale of 0 to 1,000, at what level is your clairsentience? Your ability to feel the presence of Spirit. Beautiful. Fourth question. Take a beautiful inhale in. Exhale and release. On a scale of 0 to 1,000, at what level is your claircognizance? Your ability to just receive downloads of information, something you have not read or heard or seen, just information that comes in from Spirit. Just allow it to come in. Okay. Okay, beautiful. All right. Bianca, my magical psychic goddess, I ask you, who is our lucky contestant today?
It's Ava.
Ava. Ava. Ava, are you? There you are. Hi. I was going to say, are you willing to come on camera? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. All right. You ready to go on this little journey with me?
Yes.
Okay. You have your numbers ready?
Yes.
All right. So give me your numbers.
CA 800,
Okay.
CB 600, and then CS 800, CC 1000.
Okay. Beautiful. So given that you have 600 on your clairvoyance, we're going to take a journey into your third eye. Are you willing to go with me?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, good. So my love, I want you to go ahead and close your eyes.
Mhm.
And I actually want you to take an inhale into the ajna, the third eye, right between the eyebrows. Take an inhale into that. And as you exhale, I want you to move your consciousness back about 2 inches as you come into the center, into the middle of your forehead, into what is known as the cave of Brahman. And the cave of Brahman is this enormous cave, and it houses pineal and the pituitary gland. The pineal gland is connected to the chakra that is in the middle of the forehead, that is connected to clairaudience. And then clairvoyance is the pituitary gland that is connected to the ajna chakra between the eyebrows. And there's a third eye. It's a single eye. It's the eye that sees inward. And you have something that's covering or blocking it. Take another inhale in, and I want you to tell me, what is the color of the energy that's there?
Like it is the dark,
Thank
smoky
you.
dark.
Okay, thank you. Tell me, what shape is it?
It doesn't have shape. It is like cloud.
Okay, thank you. How big is the cloud?
This.
Okay, thank you. Could you give a weight to it?
It doesn't have a weight.
Okay. How about a temperature?
Medium.
Thank you. Does it move? Does it have any movement to it?
No.
Okay. What material is the cloud made of?
It's like a smoke. Not
Okay.
concrete.
Okay. Thank you. What is the purpose of the cloud?
To not see.
Thank you. I want you to take an inhale in, and on your exhale, I want you to feel into the cloud, and I want you to tell me, what are the feelings and emotions that are trapped inside of it? Use your
is
breath.
fear.
Say one more time. Fear.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Beautiful. Take an inhale in. And Ava, I want you to breathe into the fear. And as you breathe into it and you allow yourself to feel it, know that you are completely safe. And in the experiencing of it, by bringing God's breath into it, we are all a manifestation of God's breath. The breath that we breathe is God's breath. The only time we disconnect from that is that when we choose fear and when we go into our minds. But take an inhale in and use that breath to allow yourself to feel the fear. And this beautiful thing happens as you do that, is the fear begins to dissipate. It begins to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Beautiful. Take another inhale in. On your exhale, allow yourself to feel the fear. Doesn't mean anything, has no significance. But as you allow yourself to feel it, it dissipates, and the cloud gets lighter and thinner and smaller. Beautiful. One more inhale in, and allow yourself to breathe into and to feel the fear. Gorgeous. Take another inhale in. On your exhale, what other feelings and emotions are trapped inside of it?
I'm afraid to see. Yes.
Thank you. I'm
And I
afraid
feel
to see.
very heavy in my heart. Heaviness.
Okay, beautiful. I'm afraid to see, and there's a heaviness in your heart. Okay. I want you to take an inhale into the heaviness in your heart and being afraid to see.
Mhm.
And as you bring breath to it, you bring light and you bring consciousness. And as you do that, it releases. It lightens up. Beautiful. Take another deeper, richer inhale into the heart and allow yourself to feel the part of you that doesn't want to see, and the heaviness in the heart and the fear that's there, all of it. As you bring breath, here's the difference between excitement and fear. With excitement, we keep breathing. With fear, we stop breathing. So as you bring this beautiful breath in, you will find that the fear will dissipate, the heaviness in the chest will begin to lift, and you will find yourself more willing to see. Take another inhale in, breathing into the chest. Do you feel how it's lightening up? Okay, beautiful. One more beautiful, rich breath into the chest. Gorgeous. Okay. Bring your attention back to the third eye. Take another inhale in. What other feelings and emotion trapped in?
Feel like pain. That
Thank you. Where do you feel the pain? Sharp pain. Okay.
in my
Okay.
third eye?
Okay. So, my love, I'm going to take you through something that we call incident handling. And I want you to just tell me the first answer that comes to you. When was this? Just give me a year that comes to you when I say, when was this?
1800.
Thank you. Okay, next question. Where was this? Where did this happen?
Ireland.
First
Ireland.
answer. Okay. My love, I want you to walk through the incident of what occurred, telling me what it is that you see, hear, feel, and experience as you go. You're walking into a trauma, so just know that. What happened? I know. Breathe, 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 breathe. Tell us what you see.
I see a woman on the cross surrounded by men.
Thank you. And what did they do to your third eye? Breathe, keep breathing.
I think they shattered like arrow.
Thank you. To blind you.
Yeah.
Thank you. My love, what was it that you saw that they didn't want you to speak of? Breathe.
A child.
Thank you. Breathe. Keep breathing. What happened to the child?
I see a child burning.
Thank you. Whose child was it?
It was my child.
Thank you.
Ah.
Breathe. Breathe. Allow yourself to breathe, my love. Why did they take the child's life?
Because I was a witch.
Thank you. Mm. Is there anything else for you to see or know about this incident? Keep breathing.
Say again.
Is there anything else that Spirit wants you to see or know about this incident? Keep breathing.
The word that coming in my mind is power right now. I
Yes.
don't know why.
Thank you. Who was it that had these men do this? There was someone that was in charge of this happening. Who was it?
My husband,
Thank you. What was he afraid?
he betrayed me. He was
Thank you.
afraid of his life.
Thank you. Do you know your husband in this lifetime? Do you know your husband from that incarnation in this lifetime?
I get the feeling he was my ex.
Thank you. Do you know your child from that lifetime in this incarnation?
He was my mother.
Thank you. Okay. My love, what decision did you make about life as a result of that incident?
Hate,
Thank you. What else?
anger,
Thank you. What else? Breathe. Beautiful.
I lost trust in God.
Yes. This is the breakup. This is when you broke up with God. Thank you. Yeah. Now, God never left. God's still there. This is the act of humans. This is not the act of God. Okay? God wants you to know that, baby. Always been there, always will. Wants you back. Okay, gorgeous. Take another breath into the third eye. Any other feelings or emotions?
I feel much like lighter in my heart, but there is sharp pain that I feel in my heart.
Okay, so go into it and tell me what is the feeling or the emotion that's in there. So they shot you in the third eye. Did they do anything to your heart?
I feel like in that moment, I decided to not trust God.
Yeah.
I felt like God betrayed me, and then in
Yes.
that moment, my heart like just shut
It broke.
down.
Okay.
It broke.
Women are connected to God through their heart. And when a woman's heart gets broken, she disconnects from God. And what happens is it triggers a rage inside of us that is unlike anything. It's like the rage of Kali that can destroy. So that's what we're doing is we're plugging you back into God right now. This wasn't God that did this. This was humanity. Lucifer is kicking God's ass in the war on humanity, by the way. Like God has 50%, Lucifer has 50%. But according to Lucifer, he's like, I control 98% of humanity. So it's, and it's not God, like, it's okay. Can you forgive? Because you got to understand that at some level, this is a really adult conversation. So strap on, ladies. At some level, we set this whole thing up. God said, who wants to go to earth and who wants to have the experience of being married to somebody and having a child, and then you're going to be betrayed by them, and then you're going to be burned at the stake, and you're going to be shot in the eye through an arrow, and we're going to break up. And guess whose motherfucking hand went in the air higher than anybody? That would be Ava. Okay. And that's a really hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. Okay. It's just the truth of all of us. So congratulations. Well done. You kicked ass. Are you willing? Bravo. That's all I have to say is bravo. Are you willing to forgive yourself for the fact that you forgot that you set this whole thing up?
Something is
I'm
happening for a chakra.
good. Tell me what's happening.
I want to say I want to forgive, but something is pulling me back.
Okay.
Ooh,
So what's the part that's pulling you back? It's the part of the ego. It's the ego going, this is a really bad idea. Do not forgive. Whatever you do, do not forgive, man.
forgive.
Really bad idea. God is the enemy. You have no idea. You know,
I forgive. I forgive.
gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now, the person you need to forgive next is you. Are you willing to forgive yourself? Are you willing to forgive God and everybody that played a part in this?
Forgive
Because you
myself.
get all your power back. You get all of you back, all of your magic. Listen, I am willing to remember I am is the mantra. We are all the I am presence of God. If you can say, I am willing to remember I am, it's pure freedom. I am willing to remember I am. Gorgeous. Beautiful. I am willing to remember I am. Priyanka, can you please write that down?
Willing to remember I am.
I am willing to remember I am. I am responsible. I am God. I am magic. I am willing to remember I am. Babe, will you drop that in the soul chat in the staff chat group? We're gonna have to do something with that. Okay, gorgeous. Ava, how are you doing, my love? I'm so excited for you. You wouldn't believe how many angels are in the room with you right now. Like they're flying around dancing and celebrating. Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Breathe into the heart. Anything left?
Just a little bit.
Okay. Go into a little bit. What is it? Tell me what it is. Feel it. Allow yourself to feel it.
It's the pain, the sharp pain, but it is dissipating.
Okay. So I want you to breathe into it. And it's just this last little piece of forgiveness. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Go in. It's there it is. There it is.
Ah,
It's the part of the Ho'oponopono prayer where you say, I love you. So can you let God know that you remember and that you love God? Because you're just saying, I love you to yourself. Because you are God. I hope I sound like a heretic. Yeah. Love that. I love that.
oh, God, that felt good.
Feels like pure freedom, doesn't it?
Yes. Oh, I
Right
can
on.
breathe.
Fuck yeah. Gorgeous. Okay. And I say, and so it is. All right. So that energy that was up in the head, I want you to take an inhale in and I want you to surround it with a field of love, like golden light. Just completely embrace it. And all the energy in the heart, just all of it. You just gave yourself complete freedom. Take another inhale in. And on your exhale, you're going to take all that energy. You're going to move it out of the body. So it comes out of the head, comes out of the heart. You move it about 3 feet in front of you. So it's all the way out of the body. All the way, all the way, all the way. Beautiful. Okay. Take another inhale in. And on your exhale, turn it white. And as you turn it white, you give all that trapped energy back to God. It just goes right back to the heavens. God says thank you. Because anytime we resist feeling something, we hold on to it. It's God's energy. It's not ours. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Did it go completely white?
Yes.
Good.
And
A- Ask one of the fairies to come by and tap the third eye and tap the heart. And golden fairy dust comes out and it clears up all the place where that energy was trapped. It renews. Gorgeous. And then the light language comes. See the magic?
papa e kasoko oppa ikatoda.
Gorgeous.
Huya kata kata kokokoni. Oh,
All this was trapped in the cloud of smoke. Can you all see that? All right. Ava, when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes and we're going to measure your clairs again, baby.
muka. Oh.
Okay. So we're now going to go from 0 to 10,000 because these numbers are going to be crazy. You ready?
Yes.
So take an inhale in. On a scale of 0 to 10,000, at what level is your clair audience, your ability to hear messages from spirit? Just write it down.
1,000. Okay.
Thank you. On a scale of 0 to 10,000, at what level is your clairvoyance?
900.
Thank you. On a scale of 0 to 10,000, at what level is your clairsentience?
7,000.
Beautiful. On a scale of 0 to 10,000, at what level is your claircognizance?
And what is that?
That's the one where you just know the information. It comes in from spirit through the crown.
9,000.
Beautiful. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Bravo. Bravo.
That
So-
was
That was powerful shit, baby. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, a couple things. Most of you know we have the Magdalene memberships. We have a class coming up that starts in September that's called Transformational Alchemy. The class is normally, it teaches 10 extraordinary tools like the one that we just used. We use some incident handling, we use some clean slate, we use some clearing the clairs. It's taught over 12 weeks. No, I apologize. It's taught over 10 weeks. And you're taught these techniques. What I'm going to do is I'm going to allow people to learn just one technique at a time. Each class, if you want to learn just one technique, how to do it, it's 555. If you take the class and you learn all 10, it's 3,333. But today there's a special 2,888 and we have payment plans available. Priyanka just dropped in the payment link. I have something extraordinary that I'm starting in September, and there's the code for the discount. It's called the Transformational Alchemy Mastermind. It's going to be a revolving year-long program. You're going to learn over 40 tools and techniques. You're going to go through a series of, I don't know, I think we're up to 20 classes. Priyanka has to keep saying, stop adding more classes. I'm like, but. She reins me in. It's my chief operating officer. She's the one who keeps this whole thing wheel spinning, so to speak. But it's going to take you on an extraordinary journey. That's normally 33,338. There's a early bird pricing of 28,888 till we begin. And if you need payment plans and payment arrangements, reach out because Jesus is very interested in everybody getting trained. So if that's a journey you want to take, we'll be meeting on Tuesdays from 1 to 3 p.m. There'll be 6 mentors. There'll be me. And right now, I think we have 31 people in there. Jesus said we're going to have upward of 100 by the time this thing gets, up and rolling. So if you are interested in doing transformative work for yourself, for others, for learning, eventually we're going to be opening up these incredible wellness centers around the world that are going to be called the Egyptian Essene Mystery Schools. And we're going to offer healing and tools and techniques and stuff you can't even believe. Color therapy, chakras, physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, financial. You know, I'm having incredible breakthroughs in my business. I'm going to be teaching a class called the Spiritually Elite Mastermind for how to do what it is that I do. As far as what Yeshua says, Linda Toma is going to be our CEO of all this. She's going to be running all this. Been training her whole life for that. I know she gets freaked out every time I say that, but everybody's got a part in this. So if your soul feels called to this and you want to participate, please reach out and let us know. Ava, thank you for your courage. Thank you for your heart. And I'm very, very excited to see what comes for you next. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all for being here. If you didn't get chosen today, please come back another time. I'm actually not going to be doing a masterclass the next 2 Fridays because I have 2 events that are coming. One that I'm traveling for and one that I'm hosting, and I've just got too many people. So if you had signed up for classes, they've been moved to September and October. You know, everything gets offered again. So the new permission class that's coming up is going to be offered, and all the others. So I love you. I thank you for being here, and I will see you again. And Ava, just be prepared, baby. Everything's about to shift in the most amazing way. Love and blessings, everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Bye, my darlings. Thank you, Priyanka. Bye, everybody.